Ground.
English, no, not English. I have told.
No, you
I
said
have told
ki,
English.
ma'am, we studied in English. I mean, it is something you said about. I wrote it English background.
No.
You said.
No, we are not. No, we are not born and brought up in English.
Yeah, we are not. That is therein why I
Hmm.
contradict. See, we don't say we are not born and brought up in English background. Not that, ma'am. We have not received the proper medium because we studied in different medium. Maybe I studied in Tamil, you studied in Hindi. So we didn't receive the proper medium while we are
Medium,
studying.
okay.
While we received our education in schools and colleges, different persons are brought up differently. Okay, they're brought up, they're raised up differently. So like somebody either studied in Hindi medium, so that's why the English have not developed. Somebody have studied in Tamil medium. Okay, so
Yes,
that is the problem. That is one thing. Another thing I marked it as very good. You said that because if we can read books, it is more. I mean, reading gives us a lot of ideas. Writing, we need to think. I mean, so here I can give you the thing is that we need to exercise our imagination. Okay, I mean to exercise our thought process because we have to think no whatever we are writing because
Yes.
it will be that
We
will
need to
also be
frame
read
the
by some
sentence.
yeah.
To
The
frame the
teacher will
sentence.
read it. If it's published in the magazine, the other people will read it. Like when my son was writing articles for the newspaper, I've never corrected. Whatever I wrote, I told you submit. Okay, we used to take Telegraph newspaper. Right now also we used to take just before the pandemic, we stopped taking that because of this for this infection and all. Okay, now we are going for e-reading. So he used to write a lot of articles in the newspaper when he was in class 5. From 5 onwards, he used to write articles. So why got this habit of writing articles? Because he was typing out in the laptop. So he was using his imagination. Writing manually and typing out everything is the same thing. If you're typing out any story, that
Correct.
also your imagination is working, no? So the thing is that how can it develop? It can develop only, you can acquire that knowledge only by reading. Understand? Acquiring something is not so easy. It's not a matter of one day. It takes several years to be a good writer. Why I encouraged him, and I'm telling those who are having kids, I will convey this message to all of them. I mean, those who are those mothers here. Okay, you are also having children, family, Sadiq. So, if the child at this particular time, I mean, when he's young, 6, 7, 8, whatever is his age, instead of giving him mobile phones and making him addicted, instead of handing him the poison, if you all come up with some constructive, innovative things, because the child does not bring whenever what he comes to the earth, he doesn't bring anything with him. We only train him in that way. If you give him the poison, he will swallow the poison. If you give him the nectar, he will swallow the thing. Okay, so reading books in that way for all of us, I'm telling, not only for the children, I'm saying. For adults also, you can go for e-reading. No need to buy manual books. You can go for e-reading, e-book reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Particularly why? Because these are developed from a very early age. Because I studied in a convent, school teachers were extremely strict. And they told us within 1 week time we are giving. You have to read a book and you have to tell us. You have to read a book. If suppose by chance we missed, then they used to say punishment. It was like a criminal, punishment given to the criminals. Go outside, cut the grass of the field, and then enter the classroom. So because of this sudden pressure of school, naturally we got compelled that we have to read one novel or one story or anything because we have to say it in class. I mean, they hail from Australia, Scotland, Ireland, the sisters of our school, okay? And extremely strict, extremely. I mean, I cannot mention in words. So naturally that feeling developed within us. Phobia, fear, that I will be insulted in front of the classroom here. So that habit I want, those who are mothers here, those who are parents here, that habit you all can develop within your children. Because as I told you, he wrote articles. How did he develop the idea of writing articles? Because he read a lot of books. By the time he was in class 6, he has finished reading nearly 250 books. He was a bookworm. I'm not telling that to all of you. Minimum knowledge, okay? Anyway, Sadiq, I liked your speech.
And also, while reading, for example, if one page if you want to read, maybe you will finish in 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, because then becomes like that becomes like an idea.
It will take double. It will take double time.
Reading,
reading is easier.
Another mistake you made was that reading the English. Don't use any article. But reading English, you never use any article when you are mentioning any language. Okay, ma'am, I read that particular English book. I read that book. I read an English book. So then it is okay. Reading the English, you cannot say in that way. Reading English. Okay. Okay, Sadiq. Okay, now Navneet and Deepti, now you'll say which one, I mean, which one, who will say first? You
Navneet,
will decide.
Navneet.
Deepti is always in the habit of putting the thing to others, no? And she will just say at the last, taking lot of
No,
time.
she's motivating others. She's motivation
Okay.
speaker. She's
No, I
motivating others
really
to speak.
appreciate Sadiq ji. I really appreciate whatever you said. Matlab, it was sweet and simple and very concise. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, next is Navneeta.
But Dipti, after this is your turn, huh? Because I will give the last turn to this
Absolutely right, ma'am.
Shine.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, ma'am.
No, Dipti, you have to turn on your camera. This is
Okay.
mandatory.
Sorry,
Because
sorry.
I
I'm
need.
sorry.
Yeah. Nice to see you after a long time. Having a lot of cough. Yeah. Yeah. Take some water now. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm taking everything. I don't know when I'll get recover. Okay, hi everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to talk upon such a wonderful topic. Um, the topic is reading English is difficult than writing English. As far as English is concerned, so I would say it's not our mother tongue. So whatever we understand or whatever we learn through our environment. And again, it depends what resources we do have and how much we are enjoying learning English. In my opinion, I would say there is no definition of difficult or easy. Whatever we like, we feel it's easy. And whatever we don't like, we feel it's difficult.
Yes.
Many times when it comes to reading, when I'm not confident about pronunciation, so I feel a difficulty while reading because I'm not confident that moment. And similarly, when it comes to writing, so many times I get stuck, all because um, I find it difficult to write in a flow. I get stuck, or I make many spelling mistakes. So there is no definition of difficult or easy. Consistency and practice makes a man perfect. So whether it's a reading or a writing, if we are committed, whether it's writing or reading, if we are committed enough and if we are consistent, so for us it can become a piece of cake. It will take time, but uh, when it comes to dedication, when you are committed for anything, then there is no definition of difficult. There is nothing is impossible or difficult. uh, if you really enjoy learning, then reading or writing can be like
Both become easier.
more become easier. That's it.
So, Dipti, you said it nicely. I mean, you just gave neutral views. Okay. I mean, you didn't specifically point that I'm for or against, which I initially told Sadiq that either for or against, but you said in a neutral manner. It's okay, Dipti. Mistakes I found in your speech because, in spite of this throat issues you said about on this topic, huh? So, facing a lot of health issue also you said on this topic. So, I really appreciate your saying. You said nicely. Only one mistake I just pointed out in your speech that, ma'am, I really feel difficulty. I really face difficulty. Face will be better to use instead of finding. Okay. I mean,
Okay, ma'am.
as per we really face a lot of difficulties while reading books or while writing. And these difficulties which we face or the problem which emerges, problem which rises or problem which emerges, that can be curtailed by practice, because you can complete your speech, give a proper conclusion by saying that practice makes a man perfect is a known proverb for all of us. And we have heard this proverb since our childhood. Nothing can be more like nobody can achieve success in life unless he practices something. Okay, in any field, whether it is sports, yoga, meditation, everything. Okay, so as per this proverb, ma'am, we should follow that certain principles, because then only we can be good. I mean, reading only will help you to become a good writer. Like I gave you the example of my son. I shouldn't have given. Why? Because usually, parents shouldn't boast about their children. I mean, this idea is not good. But why I gave you, my idea was different. My idea was to show you all, because you are mothers here. Namnit is a mom, you are also a mom. If your kids are small, if till now also they have not developed that habit, just to highlight. Okay, because some people have the feeling, oh, she's talking about her son because her son is done something great, that is why. So I don't want to do that sort of come drum beating. It is not drum beating. Okay, I wanted to show you as means of example that when that time also mobile phones were there, but not so much. Okay, so today the entire scenario has changed, because in this online platform, everybody's addicted to mobile scrolling and all. Okay, so books are just remaining like they're accumulating dust. My house is a storehouse of, I mean, it's a library, my house. Okay, if I show you the picture one day, now when he's taking library books from the university, and he's telling us, though these books I'm borrowing, these books are in my home also.
Wow.
So that is the thing, yeah. Because while he was in home, I've given you after class. Why I give you the thing is that how much ideas can develop. If you read a newspaper article also, just leave in the class only. If you read any newspaper article and if you narrate to me the gist, that which one of my student of my other organization did, I just told him, just to read a newspaper article. And I got benefited out of it. You know why? Because I was not aware. Actually, I was just scrolling roughly. I didn't get time to see the newspaper. I didn't read the newspaper for a couple of 10 days or like that. So the earthquake in Turkey, he just narrated. And then I saw, my God, it was a massive destruction. No? 40,000 people, they lost their lives and everything. So it was an eye-opener for me that I should also read newspaper. So in this way, you all can also inherit ideas. Not only newspaper, anything. So that is why, Deepti, your idea is okay. I mean, only one mistake, nothing as such. This is very, what to say, negligible mistake. It's okay. Navneet, now your turn. Navneet?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I joined the class lately. May I know the topic for the debate?
I've given in the chat box. Reading English, you don't have to think on this. You can just start saying. As per
Ma'am,
your
there
opinion.
is one.
No, that is for China. That physical exercise, especially for China. Why? Because I came to know that he's a fitness trainer and all. Because if he faces difficulties, so that topic I gave for China. The first topic is for all of us. Reading English is more difficult than writing English. You can say it instantly, Navneet. No need to prepare to research. Sadiq said instantly. Deepti said instantly. Like, if I ask you a question, that's the thing, ma'am is asking us a question. What do you think? Is reading English difficult than writing English? And one thing Deepti pointed out in her speech, nothing is impossible. Okay, it is, Napoleon said no in history. So Navneet, you can start saying reading English is more difficult than writing English. You need to think on this. I mean, do you need further time for this or what? If you need to think more about it, then I will give the turn to this thing. Okay, China. No, what is her name? China. Okay, China. Can you just tell me something, if possible, physical exercise as per your thing? I mean, because you are this thing yoga trainer and whatever. I don't know. I heard just at this thing.
I'm a fitness trainer, ma'am.
Fitness trainer. Yeah. So can you just
Yeah.
tell me something like physical exercise? Why it is essential for us?
Okay, ma'am. Definitely. Thanks
Camera
for
on, can you
giving
turn
this.
your camera? Can you turn on your camera? Yes.
Thanks for giving this opportunity. Thanks. Hi, guys.
Yeah. Carry on.
Physical activity is important for maintaining fitness, health. Okay, and can contribute to maintenance healthy fitness lifestyle and regulating the digestion system, building muscle strength. Okay, and joint density, promoting physically well-being, reduce surgical risks, and build your strengthening. And maintaining your lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. And reduce your weight management. And
So why it is
fitness-
compulsory, China? Why it is compulsory? If I do not do any physical exercise, how can it affect my health?
This fitness lifestyle actually not a age considered. Fitness activities, all ages are doing minimum of 30 minutes per day. It is not a fixed age and fixed people's
Yeah, understand. I mean, irrespective of age is not a factor here. Okay, and people of
age is
any
not
age
a
can do it.
factor. Any age can do it. Now generation actually food is not healthy food, not getting fit people. Okay,
This generation.
this purpose you can maintain your health. You can definitely do workout daily basis. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay. I do not tell you to give a long history. Anyway, you said one term, China, I couldn't understand. Joint, something joint. You said what is that? Joint density means I couldn't get you. And what does it mean?
Joint density, madam.
Oh, joint density.
Elbow.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will, if you carry out your exercise regularly, then it will help you to strengthen your muscle, give you strength and all these things. Huh? Okay, so China, your speech was okay. Little bit of grammatical errors, so that can be overcome only by practice. Huh? It can help to maintain a proper weight management. Okay. Reduce our weight area. We can maintain proper weight. Another thing I think I should advise you to say in your speech, being a trainer, that not only physical exercise, you are doing a lot of workouts, gym and everything, and you're eating a huge proportion of your meal. I mean, whatever you shouldn't. I mean, your diet should be balanced. Nah? If you eat too much junk food, if you eat too much fast food, then what is the usage of doing? What is the importance of carrying out physical exercise? What is the necessity? So both way you need to maintain. One is that consumption, I mean, checking your diet, I mean, whatever meals you're taking throughout the day. If you give too much indulgence, you're indulging yourself too much in fatty foods. Okay. Foods which contain a lot of fat, carbohydrates, sweets. Sugar content. So one way you're carrying out exercise, another way you're constantly. I've seen, I shouldn't say in that way, I'm a Bengali. Like in the marriage party I went last month, I saw some aged people. They have crossed the age of 70, 72, above 65, 70. Huh? And it was a buffet. I mean, you have to take the plate and buffet. You can, nowadays in the marriage party, mostly you go for buffet option only. That system has totally disappeared. That you have to sit and people will come and serve you. So I saw different items there. Actually, I am like having some sort of restriction in intake of certain foods are not suiting my stomach. So I've just left those food, okay, from my list. Especially milk products, doctor said no. I saw some people, if one sweet were there, they're taking 5 sweets. If one piece of mutton, they're taking in huge amount. And that also senior people, not the young ones. I was stunned. The lady who took me to the marriage, that my opposite, I mean, she's just my neighbor, just opposite my house. Okay. Her plate was full. Okay. I was just wondering, I shouldn't say in that way. Nowadays, people have become so much greedy. I mean, if you get something to eat, then why should you lose that opportunity? So, China, what is your opinion regarding this greed? I mean, if you're doing physical exercise, what do you think?
Yeah,
You should consume a diet in a proper way, no? You're
yeah.
you're doing physical exercise, you're eating 10 potatoes in a day. You're having 5 chocolates. So what is the use of doing physical exercise? Then you tell me. Because whenever you're imparting the lesson to your students, body fitness and all this, at the same time, you're talking about your diet also, no?
Diet also.
So can you give me certain ideas, like everybody can listen from you and they all can also get the idea that what type of diet we should give more important? I mean, protein related, vitamin, carbohydrates, we all know they're not good for health. So, I mean,
Madam, carbohydrate need much premium source of carbohydrates. Bodies need, madam.
body needs carbohydrate, my God. Then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't say, because as far energy. So, cake,
Source
for
of
example,
energy.
energy. So, for example, China cake. Cake contains a lot of all these carbohydrates, only sugar, flour, and all this. So if I eat 5 pieces of cake, will it be okay for my health? You just tell me. 5 pieces of cake if I consume.
No. Actually, body weight per kg divided by per kg 4 or 5 grams per day.
That proportion, maintaining the ratio is very difficult.
Maintenance.
China.
Yeah.
Like I love bananas, okay? So I take
Um,
2 bananas per day, okay? But if I eat 8 bananas, because I love bananas, I cannot eat 8 bananas. So, I mean, my body should be able to digest. I don't know what happens in in Bangalore and all those areas, but in West Bengal, I've seen particularly, Sadiq, I don't know, because you also from Bangalore, no? Right now you're staying in Nigeria. So Dipti, what about Rajasthan? I don't know, because it's, I think, vegetarian city, Jaipur. But especially in Bengal, I've seen Sadiq and China and all the rest of who are present here. This is the only place, the only center. I mean, Kolkata is famous for sweets. Anywhere you go, any place in India, you will not get sweets like Kolkata. So people from all over the country, they come to taste the delicacy, especially the sweets. Okay, whatever we say that, because you will find it, but not at a good, reasonable price. And that leads to what? Accumulation of fat, no? Am I correct? You tell me. Excess intake of sugar.
In
One time,
our tradition,
Yes, sorry?
in our family, we will eat so much sweets. So many sweets. Sir, every function, for everything, at least weekly twice we need sweets.
Yeah.
And
You
we
know-
take so much rice, like biryani.
Rice, yes, rice.
So, but this all healthy wise is not good.
As you
Right.
mentioned, everything you have to cut, maintain restriction. Okay. Another thing is that, if you're taking like once in my life, I had 25 sweets in a day. And now doctor said no to
25
sweets. I recollect, I cherish those days. I really feel like crying. Because whenever I'm taking any sweet, no, it's made of milk, no? You understand? So we give that thing, I don't know what is called in English and Hindi also I don't know. We say batasha. I mean, it's made out of this.
Batasha, yes.
Batasha, you know
In,
that you are it?
in Diwali
Yeah.
especially.
Yes.
Yeah, the batasha suits my stomach. And those muri ka hota na, muri ka jo laddu hota hai, we say muri cha, muri and gur mixed. That suits my stomach, but that I cannot have. No, whenever if I go visit any, they will give me sweets only. But doctor said laddu also to certain extent we can have, but laddu is made out of ghee. Ghee is a product of milk only, no? Butter, ghee, cheese. You understand? So it is better
Anything
to,
related to sugar is like a slow poison.
because sugar is not that sugar, it's not organic sugar. How many people take organic sugar? Sugar is just sulfur.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to hear this speech from all of you. So today I want to start a session. I think Dipti, you can see from the class recording, you missed the session in class. I'll just tell you briefly, I don't want to again narrate the entire thing. Clause is a very important thing. The topic which I will be dealing right now, it is conjunction, joining word.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is important in a speech? Because in conjunction, a particular portion in the slide you will see clause is mentioned. Because I think China is in my class also for the first time, and you also didn't take the class because of your health issue. So clause is just an understanding that whenever you say any sentence, the sentence should not be an incomplete one. That is the idea I gave them. You see the recording. Suppose you say ki, I picked a flower. Huh? You have to finish the entire sentence. I picked a flower for you, ma'am. I picked a flower for my brother. So the sentence gets completed. I'm just telling you briefly in a nutshell, okay? So clause idea in the sentence also should accordingly come. Ma'am, I went there. And you finish the sentence. I went there because I felt something interesting. So always a thought should be in your sentence. That is the purpose of including clause in the speech. A question can come to your mind, no, that ma'am, why so much, why this deep-rooted concept of grammar, especially conjunction, related with clause. After this topic on Thursday's class, if I'm not able to cover everything, Thursday in the succeeding class, I will do one topic, conditionals. Suppose if I give you a topic in today's class, if I were the Prime Minister of India, then I would have done this and this. So if you always have to add then. So this is called conditional sentence, which is also a part of clause and conjunction. You understand? That I will do later. Right now I'm presenting the screen in this thing about conjunction. Why did Navneet leave suddenly? I don't know. She was there. Maybe she's tired or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so this is all about conjunction. It will take some time. It will not be like, I don't know whether I will be able to cover it in one session or not. We know that conjunctions are mostly called joining words. So what is the significance? Just see this particular thing. When you go to Delhi, you must see Red Fort and Jantar Mantar. Now I should know the proper usage of conjunction in my speech. I should apply it. That ma'am, if you visit Kerala, then you should see, or when you visit Kerala, then you should see, or you must see this and this. So togetherness, but something related to togetherness. Okay. Now any other conjunction will not fit in the sentence. You must see Red Fort. If I instead of and, if I just use the word or here, what does it mean? I'm changing the meaning of the sentence. Either you see Red Fort or you see Jantar Mantar.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm giving an option. So that is not the case. If you visit Delhi, both the things are important. I mean, visiting Red Fort because it is a historical structure, and Jantar Mantar also because it's related to science. Okay, the rays of the sun, they fall, and some calculation, I don't know, they do. I visited a long time back. So this is one thing. So what I was trying to tell you, and why we use in a sentence. Okay, the purpose of and, conjunction. Then there's a given other option, either and or, that goes with option. Ma'am, would you like tea? Or either you take tea or coffee. Or should I give you tea or coffee? So I'm giving an option. So option also depends upon the sentence. And the third is a reason, wherein they've highlighted but. Mr. Mehra went to see his manager, but he wasn't in the office. So see the breaker written clause. Now just see the fun. If I stop the sentence here, if I give a full stop here, the sentence is grammatically correct. Mr. Mehra went to see the manager. Okay. The sentence doesn't have any errors. Okay. The sentence is correct. Mr. Mehra went to see his manager. So why did he go to see his manager? Why did he go to see his manager? Because maybe some reason was there. So Mr. Mehra went to see his manager. You can say, but he wasn't in his office, or because he wanted to tell him something. You can add anything, but give it a proper thought. That is the idea of clause. Okay. The idea of clause in your speech, whenever you'll say on any topic, I'm right now doing debate. Later I will go on to GD. Then I will give you a different topic. So always the sentence should not be half said. It is very important to make short and simple sentences, but not too short that the sentence will not carry any meaning.
Got it, ma'am. Got it.
Okay, so this is the idea of clause. Anyway, I will just, I will attach it and send it in the group, and this ma'am will again put it in the app. Now, coordinating conjunction means when one conjunction is having relation with the other. We all love humor, okay? We are all fond of humorous things and humorous activity. But too much humor is also not good, that you become a subject of people will mock you and tease you. Suppose in this particular sentence, if you say, I like, you're saying ki I like football and butter. How does it sound? Football and hockey are two games. No, you cannot say like football and butter. Okay. So you need to think a little bit whenever you're saying any sentence. That I like football and butter. Is it okay? It seems something funny, na? Football has no relation with butter.
Hmm.
And if I say I like bread and hockey, how does it sound? So
No.
there's a limit of saying funny sentence. People will start laughing and mocking at you. You should try to understand whatever you're saying. Na? Sometimes, this happens for all of us. I'm not telling particularly for the student. We become so much engrossed. So that is the thing, so much deep. We are in the middle of a concentration, totally focusing on a speech. Sometimes we forget. Mistakes can also creep in, but we shouldn't give this outlet to the audience so that we are becoming the subject center of laughter and they will make fun of us. Huh? So this is the thing. If you see any comedy related movies, no, there you all can see so many actions they perform. Those movies which are like comedy related, I mean Charlie Chaplin movies and all. You can see the action, then the movies itself will make you laugh. But as something creeps up the subtitles or the moment they start speaking, then you can notice that so many things they write in English. Because from those movies also we get a lot of things, the way they're using it in the sentence. So here also see the way they're using it, this is called coordinating. Coordinating means some two conjunctions are interrelated with each other. I am tall, but he is short. I am tall and my brother is short. Any conjunction you can use, but it should be related with the previous one. Okay. See, the third one is very important. The third sentence. My wound was still painful. You can complete the sentence by saying my wound was still painful. I'm asking you, how was your wound? Has it healed? You're saying, no, ma'am, my wound is still painful or it was still painful. And for this reason or for this and because of this or so, I went to see a doctor. Instead of making it a big sentence, we just say, my wound was so painful, so I went to see the doctor. So accordingly, the usage of conjunction, these are all why these are, shown in the class, these PPTs and everything, so that you will get an idea how to say different topics, sentences, application of this grammatical portion in your speech. Nobody will ask you, oh, what is the clause in the sentence which you spoke? Nobody will ask you, okay? So because first day I told you all one thing, when Sadiq, I think when you entered my classroom, I think I told you, I don't remember, you need to be a good public speaker. Always you have to feel that you are in front of the audience. Public speaking, okay, this is the platform. So techniques of grammatical skill I have to apply in my speech. That is the simple thing. And I'm seeing that you people are saying, less mistakes are coming. Ma'am is giving a lot of input of grammar to you all. Okay. Okay. China, no? Yeah, China, you have anything to ask me? This much have you understood how much I have showed you?
Yeah, ma'am, little bit of understood.
Little bit. Why not fully?
Yeah.
Which portion did you not understand? Can you just tell me? Because your friends are also there, they can also help you out. You can be more transparent, be more free, okay? I told you, no, this is an enjoyable session. Don't take it like a class. Take it like an enjoyable session. You're attending any program or seeing any movie. That way you take the class. Okay, you develop a passion for the class. Oh, it's such an enjoyable class. Just a session. Ma'am does discuss so many things. Like a gossip chat. Huh? This way you just think. Don't take it like a class. If you take it in that way, no, then you will feel more comfortable. And they're all very nice here. All the students are very nice and are very helpful also. Anything you can ask me, the reply will be given by either Deepthi or Sadiq. You ask me one. Sorry. Sorry. Ask me, China. It is showing Bhanu's gallery. No, that's why, yeah. Ask me, China. You're free to ask. Answer will be given by Sadiq is ready. See, Sadiq has turned on his camera also to give the answer. You ask the question, China.
Okay, ma'am.
So can I proceed or should you ask any question?
No, ma'am. Proceed.
Proceed? Okay. Now I'm showing you certain examples. See, these are very simple sentences. Just see the sentences carefully. Okay. I have to find a new job for I'm unemployed. So you can use any substitute word here. The spelling mistakes they have made here. That's not this way because spelling is having some sort of issue here. The spelling mistake, don't see the spelling mistake, just see the sentence. Okay. I have 1 dog and 3 lovebirds. So in addition to that, the meaning is clear. So why this particular column has been inserted here? To give you an understanding how you can use. I have to go to work on Sunday. However, I don't want to go to work on Saturday. You can use it either ways. Huh? Yet is a different word, not a difficult word, it's a different word that where they're highlighting a particular reason. I really wanted my son to study at there should be an article, I'm missing an article at the university, okay, at the university, yet he left the school. You can use but also. I mean, situation wise, you can, this is just an understanding how we use in the sentence. Okay. Can you all form any sentences using any one of the conjunction? I mean, what I mean to say, listen carefully. Because in addition to it's a phrase, collection of words. See the second column and try to form any sentence on your own. Don't see the first column. First column is extremely easy. For, and, nor, but. See the second, from this, starting from the second row. In addition, and not, however. Any sentence you can form.
I want to eat food because I am hungry.
Always you're very clever, Sadiq. Always going for simple sentence. I want to eat food because I'm hungry. Okay. Dipti?
Yes, ma'am.
This is also Dipti, I'm having, I think, trouble in your throat. No, I shouldn't ask you in that way. Okay. If you're having issue, you can take thing. This particular phrase in addition to, I've already given you the meaning. China, you can also try.
Okay, ma'am.
Any one of your choice. This is a very nice word. You all have learned today in class in addition to. Yes.
Yeah. I'm getting TV as a gift. Addition to that, they are giving even remote.
Very good. I'm getting television. In addition to that, they're giving the remote also. Something that means adding something in addition to. Apart. The appropriate word is apart. Apart from getting a television, yeah, apart. Remember this word. Or you can write it down. A-P-A-R-T, apart. Yeah. Apart from getting television, I'm also getting a remote. So same meaning. In addition to getting a television, I'm getting a remote. Ma'am, I'm getting a television and a remote. All these three carry the same meaning. Thank you so much. We are giving so much effort for this class. No, thank you really. Because today only you joined my first class with you. So this way you can apply.
Madam, I got the job.
Yes.
I got the job because of your reference.
Because of your reference. So suddenly it's coming out. Your imagination is working. So nice. Dipti, can you try or are you having throat problem? Cough. No, it's okay. Okay. I will not compel you. Okay. I'm not so much inconsiderate. Okay. I can understand. Throat issue is a severe issue. My God. During COVID, I faced this issue. No, we had COVID symptoms and I had several batches that time. From morning till night. Can you imagine? And throat pain, the virus attacks the throat. No? So constantly the doctors say, apart from taking the antibiotics, see, I used apart here. No? We had to do a lot of gargle with betadine gargle solution and certain medicines we had to take, Limsi and all. COVID, you know, it affects a lot of system. I mean, those who got affected with COVID, digestive system, then your throat problem remains. It weakens the immunity system. Once those who have got affected with COVID, we didn't have in that way. I mean, we are inside the house only, but we tested with the kit and it was detected positive. My son had extreme, his fever rose to the peak. He was having 104-degree temperature. But we are inside the house. Within a span of 7 days, we recovered. Because constantly we followed. Frequently, we are in the process of gargle and all those. Last, I think a fortnight back, one student of Bangalore, she joined my class privately. So just a few minutes before this class started, the doctor, our family doctor, he visited our home because of some issues of his wife admitted in the hospital. So he's a family doctor. So from him, I've learned the art of these different medicines you have to use situation wise. So I recommended to my student. She was having the same problem as Dipti is having. Throat issue, I mean, sore throat, pain, the throat. So doctor generally doesn't go for antibiotics. First of all, he recommends an ordinary medicine. Okay. You also listen to this, Hadi. You can order it also if needed. But you know why I don't discuss these things in class? Why I don't want to? Because see, your constitution and my constitution, they're different. What can suit to your health may not suit for mine. Okay.
True.
What can suit for Dipti's health may not suit to the other person. So the thing is that, but there are certain general medicines which I came to know from him because I'm constantly bothering. Okay, every one day or the other, I call him or I message him, some or the other. So he does now. It came and scolded me that you don't think about your health, you go on for online. So I told him, the doctor, I'm not bothered about my health. I'm focusing in online class only. So I came to know from him a list of medicines. Sumo Cold, SUMOCOLD. Okay, Sumo, you have heard of Tata Sumo car. Sumo Cold is one of the best medicines which I gave to my son because of throat problem. Whenever you're having a little bit problem of your throat, I mean pain in your throat, along with cold. The cold, I mean, जो हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि सर्दी, हाँ, if the cold comes out from your nose and also you're having pain in the throat, then you can take Sumo Cold twice. In this way, I've learned certain medicines from him. So the maid who kept my cat there, I recommended to her also. And this lady she took and she found it a sort of relief. She took Betadine Gargle. She didn't take Sumo Cold tablet. So I suggested to her that, what did you take, Rima? She's also from Bangalore. So I wrote in the chat box, Betadine Gargle. And she only gargled for 3 days and then she got relief. And she thanked me that, ma'am, I really felt nice. Because, gargle gives a lot of relief. Try in your best possible way to remain at a great distance from medicine because they have side effects. Now, if it rises to the peak, you have to take antibiotics. Antibiotics affect your kidney, affect your stomach. You get my point? But what happens in the middle of profession work, to get relief, we have to take antibiotics. So taking one thing will affect the other. So China, you are also fitness. Do you recommend taking medicines or going for natural therapies? I mean,
I'm going for natural therapy, ma'am.
very nice, excellent. That my sister-in-law, she says, man, the
What
primitive
about steroids?
steroids also, no, steroids contain drugs, so they can increase your body weight. You can become fat and plump, or you can become, and you'll be like 80% of the time of the day will be like feeling sleepy and drowsy and all those things. Like cough syrups. Cough syrups contain a portion of this alcohol or something. If you take cough syrup, you will feel sort of this thing, drowsy feeling will come. Yeah.
So that's why, ma'am, nowadays I'm feeling drowsy every moment.
Because you have taken cough syrup or that doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is why, Dipti, taking cough syrup just before you go to bed, when you go for sleeping. Before the class, don't take any cough syrup. If you're taking any cough syrup in the afternoon, you should take a little bit of afternoon nap. You should have short sleep. Yeah. Because in my family, there are like so many doctors I've seen from my childhood. My uncle was a doctor, my own uncle. He was a gold medalist. So because my mother was suffering from a terrible disease, and it was for a couple of years, nearly 14 years. So I came to know this lot of medicines I've seen from my childhood. And one thing I came to know that unnecessary usage of drugs can affect you, can make you addicted. But in my case, like I was having a lot of health issues, stomach problem, this and that. So my mother was also of the same nature like mine. So now my sister-in-law says that it spoils the immunity system. Like China told me that natural therapy, tulsi, we say basil leaf, basil and ginger and honey and that pepper. You make a solution, you boil the water and pepper, I mean crushed pepper, you understand? And you boil that water and you take it. That is a natural therapy. That can also heal your throat. Do you get my point? This doctor is an exceptional doctor. He's like a devta to me, he's like a deity to me because I was having a serious health issue last year. Okay. And he was like totally against any sort of admitting to hospital, anything like that. He had saved my life. That is why he's totally, I mean, compared to the modern scenario. So I told him one day, the doctor, and it's so nice, like even my maids who have kept my cats, they got affected with something. So I called him, they called him, and he told over the phone only. No doctor will say like this over the phone, Hardly will doctor will give you suggestion over the phone. They will demand fees for that. So we have come in touch with a very nice person. So out of this thing, I suggested this to my student. Anyway, okay, now let us continue with the remaining. Just see. Here some options are given. You all do this exercise in class. I will not show you the answers right now. After you are finished, you all tell me, then I will show you the answers. Because I've dealt with the thing. You all decide which conjunction will be appropriate. Okay. You all need not write it down. You all can say it orally. And if you all feel, you all can write it down also. This will be sort of exercise on your part. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you all can just underline the correct portion, okay? It will take hardly 5 minutes to write down. Instead of
Yes, ma'am.
saying it orally, yeah. You'll do it to right now in class, that this concept of conjunction will be a little bit clear. Weather is extremely unpleasant now. We cannot turn on the fan, we will catch cold, and if it is without the fan, we are feeling hot. This is the weather right now. This February, month of February. Okay, Sadhika, now you'll start doing quickly. Just which one you all think is appropriate, you'll accordingly
Ma'am,
mark.
may I start?
First one is I did my best to pass my exam, English exam, yet I failed.
Okay, please remember your answer. Remember whatever you said, because I will not be able to recollect. Okay, Dipti?
Okay, I need to remember.
Okay, yeah. Dipti?
Same, ma'am. Yet I
No,
failed.
you will say the second one, not the same thing. He has already
Okay,
said
okay.
earlier. Second one you will say.
Okay, I'll get my car service. I will get my car service, and there is something wrong with the brakes. And
You remember the answer, Okay. Manu,
Huh.
sorry. China, number 3. Acha, number 3 will be difficult. China, you tell me number 4.
So, ma'am.
Yeah, 4. Number 4.
So,
the suspect went to it.
Okay, number 4 is so. Okay. Okay,
Right.
Sadiq, number 3 then. Sadiq, number 3.
Okay. The suspect went to the airport and yet.
No,
tried to
and or
use
yet any
the
one you have to
license.
choose. And yet both.
No,
you cannot choose.
I'm reading the sentence.
Okay.
Tried
That
to use the
is
license,
brother's identification on
but
it.
he got
But
okay. Last one is but and the airport
The first one?
the
and
suspect went to the airport.
yet tried
Suspect went to the airport and and will not come into the airport.
yet tried to use.
but
Yet tried. Are you sure? The sentence is coming in a like attack
The
sounding in my ear.
I think, ma'am, here would be end.
Okay, let him say no. You tell your thing. It's a different sentence. Okay. Let him
Okay.
take. Let us.
The
Let us.
suspect went to the
Everyone says a
airport
different sentence will be
and
better.
tried to
Chinese
use a license.
or
Tried to tried to use a license that had his brother's identification but he got catch. But madam,
Yes, no, caught. Okay.
But he
Okay,
got
number.
caught.
Okay.
But
Okay, number this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1 turn I will give to China. China, tell me the 5th one. We can go.
we can go to fancy
Chinese
restaurants.
Let China tell her. Yeah. China, which one?
And madam.
Okay. Number 6, Dipti. It was raining heavily.
I really
so
Ma'am,
No, let them finish. Let them finish. I will show you. I will show the answers later. First of all, I will
Okay,
finish
okay,
one by
perfect.
one.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Number
was
6,
fun.
it was raining.
It was raining heavily. So we decided to stay at home. So
Okay. Sadiq,
the
number.
next one is but
everybody, yeah.
madam, but
But,
everybody
okay.
was eager to participate the charity walk, but the manager.
Okay. Okay, yeah, China, number this one, I got a seat, that one.
I got a seat in the front row. For I was really interested to lecture's topic.
Okay. Dipti, my brother.
my brother and I will retire soon and go sailing around the world.
Okay.
My brother and
Okay. And last one, Sadiq, complete.
Next one is and but.
And but. Okay.
He
Now
can
let us see
speak
the
English.
Sadiq
English,
is very
so
smart.
Spanish.
all the easy ones come to Sadiq, huh? Okay.
No,
all the
madam,
easy turn,
it's
all
not
the easy
easy.
turns. Yeah,
It's
no,
not
it's
a
okay.
easy.
man.
Okay. I'm showing you the answers. I told you, that's why I told you that you remember the answers. Okay, whatever you all have said, because I will not be able to recollect so many answers. But still, each one check their own progress. I mean, the answers which you all gave as per the thing. Okay, first one, I think Sadiq, you are absolutely okay. Next one, Dipti, I think you said and. You didn't say for. You said and there is something wrong. So
Get
this will be
myself
because, yeah, reason na, why I want to get my car serviced. Because there is something wrong with the brakes. For there is something wrong. Okay.
But
Fourth
for तो
one,
मत था ही नहीं.
yes.
For तो मत था ही नहीं.
For nahi, number two, I'm telling you. Number two, you said no. For. The C, for was
अच्छा,
there.
okay. हाँ,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Skipped
For,
it, yeah.
okay.
For
Yeah,
number four, China said it is okay. He said not. And
Hmm.
the third one, because I helped Sadiq, then Sadiq changed it to and. First he mentioned yet only. You remember Sadiq? You said yet? Yeah. And I told him it's sounding in my ear, then you changed it. Okay, China, this one was wrong. You said and a Mexican, no. Or option is given, no. Either you choose a Chinese or you choose a Mexican. You understand? So Dipti is okay. Raining heavily, Dipti said so. Everybody, the rest are, I think, okay. Everybody said nice. Whatever answers you all gave, it was okay. Others are okay. So these few only. Huh? So why? Because this is an exercise of your mind. Apart from listening, you all worked out on something. That means you all thought about this, no? So how it can help you in your this thing. So now I go on to the important portion. Just see. If I say the word, I think China, you also didn't attend the session. Later, I think you can talk to Ashram regarding the recording of that particular class, which I gave them last week regarding clause. If I say I am staying, and if I stop the sentence here, the sentence remains incomplete. I mean, it is correct. I am staying. Or I am staying where? I am staying at home. At least you say that. Okay. Or I am staying inside my home because I'm not feeling well. You give a proper meaning, expression to the sentence. That is what I told you about clause. Huh? Clause is nothing but a complete thought about the sentence. So see, Dipti, because you also missed the thing. This is called independent and dependent. Now let me clarify from the example only. Huh? Dependent means the next portion of the sentence. So what does it mean? If I start a sentence in this way, because it was raining, and you didn't say the rest of the sentence, so the sentence remains incomplete. Okay, so I
Yes,
cannot say incomplete sentence because it started reading. Then you say what happened. Ma'am, when I picked the flower, and you finish the sentence. When I picked a flower, then what happened? When dependent clause, the main idea is the sentences are all half done. They're not complete. When I picked a flower, because it was raining. Okay. When he was in the room, in always this when and something or the other where you're not completing the entire sentence. And in independent clause, that's the opposite. You have to complete the entire sentence with a complete thought. So that is why in a portion of subordinating conjunction, they've included that how you can connect both the things. Sorry, how you can connect both the things together. What happened? I don't know. I did something and it went away. Just a minute. How to put it up, this thing? If I give backspace. Oh my God, it just suddenly changed. Just a minute and let me just stop the screen. Again, it will reappear. No, I'm again presenting the screen. Just a minute. Screen sharing has stopped. Just a minute. I have to again reopen it. Just a minute. I just close the screen. Suddenly something happened. This we need to be tech savvy, na? Suddenly, just a minute. Yes. Oh, I opened from my WhatsApp, no? Yes. Okay. So now I'm again sharing it. Yeah. Okay. So just see this. After they pass the town, they must return to the left. So everything is connected with a cause. Cause and a reason, whatever we can say accordingly. If you find out, please let me know. If I just stop the sentence here, if you find out, will it make any sense? You tell me. But if I can say, please let me know the details of this program or whatever. Here also the sentence is incomplete. Please let me know what. So that should come to your mind that the sentence in any case should not be incomplete. Okay. So just try to solve another exercise on your own. See, the words are given. It's very easy, huh? You all have to use the appropriate word. So whoever makes this says the sentence, you just say it. Other participants remain quiet. When your turn comes, you say the word, huh? So here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are there. Okay, I start again from this thing. Sadiq, you say start. I make it a point. You just see the words that you have to select from here only. You cannot go beyond these words. Okay.
Okay, I make it a point to visit the Taj Mahal, so I go to Agra.
Remember the word, huh? Whatever you said. Because when I show you the answers, you said so. Okay. Dipti, this is the place. Second one, Dipti, second one.
This is the place that I used to stay when I was studying at college. When?
When is not
Uh,
given, Dipti, see carefully.
okay. This is the place where I
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah,
where
that is
I
what I
used
wanted
to
to
stay.
tell you. We are very close to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
answer, but it was a
Yes,
different
ma'am.
one.
Yes, ma'am. Where I
Yes,
used to
correct.
stay. Yes.
Okay. China,
Mhm.
number 3, dash, you get the first rank, I will buy you a car. Condition is coming, China. Okay, so which one? Just try.
You get the first
Sandeep.
rank, I will
Yeah.
buy your car.
From the list, which one do you think is appropriate? Which one, China? Okay, you can try the next one also. If you're having problem with this one, see the next one, fourth one.
Your card, you can not pass the entrance test. Exam, madam?
No. What is the conjunction I
Is
have to
mine,
use here
madam.
out of the list? From what is given here, which conjunction will match these two sentences which I told you to say? Which conjunction will fit? You just give me your idea. You may be wrong also.
Okay, whenever, madam, whenever you get the first rank, I will
I
buy
will buy
you
you a
car.
car. Okay, and the next one, the work hard, that portion. This one. This one you said whenever. This one?
As you, madam, as you work hard, you can't pass the entrance test.
Okay. Okay, just remember the answers. Huh? Okay, Sadiq. Okay, now you're saying 2 each one
I'm-
because it's taking time. You said 2,
I'm
Sadiq.
leaving.
Dipti will
I'm
say 2.
leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm leaving tomorrow. Dash. Or the permission. Leaving tomorrow. Whether or not. Unless.
Unless or not.
But can't
he
you
Wait, let him
But
think.
can't
Wait,
you
wait,
do-
wait, wait. Let him think.
I'm leaving.
He will only say the right answer.
I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. Whenever or not. In terms of- Yes. Where to?
Like tossing of a coin, if not this or that, then they can.
No, it's not matching.
He's
Maybe
matching. The
whether.
answer is clear in front of your eyes. The answer is clear. You can. I mean, if I give the answer, then
Though-
it is done only. You tell me which one.
I'm leaving.
These are called brain twisters. It will exercise on your brain. Showing class lecture is of no use until and unless you exercise your brain. Na?
I'm leaving.
These are called brain
I'm leaving
twisters.
tomorrow, unless or not. That's all.
For so much time I will not give you Sadiq. Now you have to give us chance to
Oh,
tell me.
no. Next. I'm not getting.
Okay, leave that. Deepti, can you try number this one? I'm leaving tomorrow.
Ma'am, can't I choose other two? मतलब जो आपने उससे पूछा था चिन्ना से,
Other two मतलब?
because चिन्ना से आपने जो पूछा था ना,
These
वो
two
मुझे लग
he
रहा
said here.
But
He doesn't understand
I
Hindi.
think,
Deepti.
but I think he's not right.
No, you don't have to say that. I have to give you for
Okay,
exercise.
okay,
Are-
okay.
Next
You
one
just
is
say
mine,
that,
madam.
yeah.
He could not get a seat, so he came early.
I'm telling you, you'll just solve it. Who is right and wrong? I'm show you all the
I'm
answer.
ready
Then you yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay. Then you tell me your thing now. Yeah.
Or
Players
not.
delivered. This is just for a trial. He's just trying. I'm giving this because everybody will have some mistake. No, nobody can say the first. The other two he said well. So this is just an effort I'm giving. Okay, Deepti, you tell me the players one.
So the players delivered a splendid performance and they had rehearsal well.
Rehearsed
The
well. Rehearsed well. Okay.
rehearsal well.
Parents.
The players delivered a splendid performance.
नहीं, that
Uh,
तो हो गया. Parents one. Tell me the parents one.
The parents should give enough attention to the children so they will not feel neglected.
Okay. China, can you end the last one? Say the last one and end it. He is dash dishonest. Anybody can try this. Okay, this I'm giving to all of you. Anybody can try.
He is dishonest. No one trusts him. That's why.
That's why it's not given here, Deepti. I'm sorry. You cannot give any
Unless,
addition here.
he's unless.
He is.
He's unless dishonest.
He is.
So matching only.
He's
He
no,
is
no,
so
I'm matching one
dishonest.
per
So
name.
dishonest. So
Sir, I'm
dishonest.
matching one per
He is
name.
so
Jada, yeah.
dishonest.
So dishonest then?
Dishonest.
That no one trusts him. Yeah, simple. That is given here. No, that is given here. See properly. All you need to observe. Observance is very important. I mean, observation is very important.
As no one trusts him.
No, why as?
So that.
He is so dishonest that, not so that also, that no one trusts him. He's so dishonest. Yeah, not so that.
yeah.
So that
Mhm.
comes for a reason. Now
Got
you'll
it.
see the answers and you'll check. Whatever you'll say, now you'll see one by one. China, you also see and find out the mistake you'll made. I make it a point. First one, you said, Sadiq, it was wrong. Whenever I go to Agra, you said that, you didn't say, whenever you said, something else you said. You
No,
said,
I have not told anything correct one.
no, you didn't say anything. Yeah, you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I make it a point whenever I go to Agra. So when the place related. Second one, I think Deepti said it is okay. Third one, China, if it will be if. Okay, China, just see. The mistake where I made is if you get the first rank, condition is coming, China. Okay. If you get the first rank, I will buy you a car. Okay. Okay, the next one is
Unless.
unless you work hard. Yeah. So condition.
You can't pass.
I am leaving to this one, nobody could say properly. I am leaving tomorrow, whether or not. I mean, I'm not depending on you. Whether you give me permission or whether you do not give me, I will leave tomorrow. Okay. Then this one also, I think Sadiq, you said this, no? I could not get a seat.
So I came. He came.
No,
early.
why will it be so? He could not get a seat, even though he came early. So though he came early, couldn't get a seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came early, okay.
Deepti, I think Deepti said this was okay. Parents should give the Deepti, this was wrong for you. So that it's a verb phrase. So that is a particular. So that they will not feel neglected. That is why parents should give attention to the children. Okay. And he's so dishonest that no one trusts him. So this is the idea of conjunction which you have to use properly. I'm just giving 2 more slides and I'm ending my thing here, class here. See, correlative means neither nor, both and. Okay. So one is related with other. Ma'am, neither do I like tea nor do I like coffee. Neither ke saath nor will only go. Okay. Rian can both read and write. With both only and will only go. No other conjunction will go. Okay. Samaira said, I would rather go than. So it's rather than will only go. So this you need to keep in mind which conjunction will go with what. So just see the list, and the remaining ones will be discussed on Thursday. Thursday I will take a session because Friday this thing I will have a little bit busy. So Thursday I will take the session the same time. One thing I want to mention to you all, just see the slide before I end the class. Both and not only, just see. I mean, you use it sentence accordingly. Okay, with both and either or. Okay, so they've given a lot of examples. Just see. Whatever they've used, they've included one sentence only. You all will understand everything. Just see the sentence now. Either or. Only chocolate cake and cheesecake is the subject. See all the sentences, chocolate cake and cheesecake. Just see. Just read it out.
I want either the cheesecake or the chocolate cake.
So how they've applied, try to understand. You understand? China, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yes. I mean, see, mistakes will come. You have to understand that so that the mistakes will not creep up in your speech. The main purpose is you want to say something. And I'm really happy that you spoke very well and very few mistakes you made, not that much. Whatever you said about fitness, no? So, China, you do one thing. Whenever I give them any topic, you try to think on that topic, huh? See,
Okay.
I can give you a topic in advance to prepare also, but why I give in class, like I will give them for Mondays, Tuesdays class, I will give on Thursday. All of you will prepare. That will be a research related topic, okay?
Okay.
Right now in the class, why I'm giving you a topic, the more you said, you got a little bit of confidence you got, no? That ma'am told me to say something. And I was writing down, I was sitting with a pen and my ears are very sharp. Actually, I worked in the audit department for several years. My father was a CA. So he told me that always develop sharp ears, okay? So I learned it from my father. So I always sit with a pen. I don't just listen in that way. Because if I follow the technique of recording, sometime we'll go recording and again turn on the recorder and showing it to the students. So I sit with a pen. So China, your speech was really, you said, well, little bit of mistake that you need, that will be, that can be overcome through practice. Okay.
Okay.
So China, what is my advice? Like Deepti and Sadiq, whenever they enter the class, I give them certain topic. You also follow the same process. If you face difficulty, you can mention in the group that, ma'am, you give a topic I want to prepare in advance. For the timing, I'm giving them easy topics for debate. You also say something like you are a fitness. If I give you something, tell me something about smoking. Naturally, you'll be able to say no. You understand, China? I understood your thing. Yeah, I will give those topics for which you can say. Maybe I can give you all two topics. You will choose your topic, they will choose the other topic. So that you all can come up with different views. You gave the idea. Exercise is a must. Now my task is to contradict you. I will oppose you. I will say, no, China, I don't agree with you. Then you have to fight with me. Fighting in the sense that verbal fighting, not fighting physically. Yeah. Then you have to say, ma'am, I am a trainer, I know better. No. Naturally, you will feel irritated. I mean, see, this is also a very humorous thing. You don't understand Hindi, so if I say in Hindi, you will not understand. In Hindi, we say mazak. It means that I am fighting with you, I am making you irritated. You are trying to establish your point, China. You understand? You are saying, ma'am, I am telling you physical exercise is must, and you are saying it is not required. Okay, so I have to establish a logic. No, why I am defying you, why I am against turning down your point. You understand, China? This is the main aspect of debate. You get my point, China? Today I gave you the topic. Why? Because I came to know that you are in a different profession, so I felt that this topic is okay. Every time I will not change the topic. You will say something which I will totally contradict. So all of you are saying, not only to China, even for Deepti and for Sadiq. When I try to
Yes, ma'am.
contradict you all, try to understand the spirit of debate. It is not that giving a topic saying, oh, I will try to oppose you. Henceforth, I will do it, okay? When I give any topic, no, you have established
Princess
certain
paid
ground.
money, oh.
To make you irritated, sorry, to make you feel irritated, that irritation should come in your mind. Oh, ma'am, what you are saying, I'm really feeling irritated. You are saying this, so that irritation I want to develop in your mind, that means you're really thinking on the topic and you're fighting with me. This happened in my previous organization. All the students, they started quarreling with each other. Rajlakshmi Agarwal, she was 80 years of age. In my speaking session, another lady, Madhu Jain, she's from Delhi. The topic was doctors can be considered as God. And Rajrani Agarwal was a doctor. She was a gynae. She was 80 years of age. So she started, Madhu started quarreling with Rajdhani. So I told them, you all can quarrel, but you all should not use any words which can hurt the feeling of others. You understand? Don't go into that extreme. Okay. Because today China is saying that about physical fitness and yoga and all this. Huh? So if I contradict him, I say some hurting words to him. I mean, that should be a sort of, like a game type. You get my point, all of you?
Yes,
Whenever
ma'am.
I'm contradicting, that means I'm establishing my law. You also contradict. In this way, the fight will start. And there is a little bit of humor in that fight, a little bit of happiness in that fight. Why? Because you all will establish your opinion. I will try, like the game of football now, simple. The player will not allow the ball to go into the opposite party's court, and the other player will try to prevent it, and in this way, you understand? So what will happen? This debatable approach will develop in your mind. Whenever people will try to contradict, you all will come with a logic. In your spoken also the same thing. That is why I don't want to hop like a kangaroo. Otherwise, I could have gone for a GD. Until and unless I finish the list of certain topics mentioned in the debate list, I will not go for group discussion. Okay, you do it slowly, you take your time. Then after I finish maybe 5 or 6 or whatever, then I can go for GD. Because the topics which I'm giving in class are extremely simple, no, not so difficult. You all can see only. Okay. And next time, China, I will give a topic which will be common to all three of you. For you, I will not give any separate. You
Okay,
understand?
ma'am. Yeah,
So that
okay,
you
ma'am.
can speak on that. Suppose if I give you tobacco smoking, I'm damn sure that you will say against it because you are so much concerned about health and all, no? And I will try to contradict you. So you have to give your logic. You understand? So this way it will be like a game. So I'm ending my session here. Just see, because I have to log in with that particular mechanic. It's nearly 1.5 hours is over. So see, this is the thing, okay? And all neither nor whether how they've used in this way. Okay, so I think another was as. See, as. दीप्ति as का हिंदी क्या होता है? As का हिंदी?
As, ma'am, as
हिंदी क्या होता है?
there are as many, बहुत सा as माने जैसे
ठीक है I'm just asking you. ऐसे ठीक है?
हाँ हाँ जी हाँ.
Yeah, I will tell ma'am because entire thing I will how much I have taught, if she can upload it, and if she cannot upload it, then I have to put it in the group. Only 4 are left, but I don't want to drag in because it's already late. Anyway, we are meeting on Thursday. I'm
Okay,
not
ma'am.
giving any topic in advance. For Tuesday's class, I will give you all one topic. Okay.
I
Okay.
really enjoyed this session, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandeep.
Okay.
Thank
I
you,
also
Chima.
really enjoyed because I got sort of knowledge from him, from
yeah.
a new
Chima.
person. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
all of you. We are meeting on Thursday,
you,
same
madam.
time, 9
Thank
p.m.
Bye,
thank you,
Sandeep.
thank
Thank
you,
you
ma'am.
very much.
Bye,
Thank you.
Chima. Bye. Good
Bye,
night.
bye,
Thank you. Thank
bye,
you all.
bye.
Thank you all. Bye.